Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here. Now our first story of today comes from the well-known content creator Fedmyster. Now you guys probably know who Fedmyster is if you have watched our channel over the past year. He has been in a lot of controversy, and this is because other members of his former team known as Offline TV had actually called him out for harassment, and he actually came back a few months ago and he made an entire Google document where he voiced his own frustrations with people involved, one of them being Pokimane, and this turned into a huge controversy back in December. Well, during that time, Fedmyster was still on a break and people weren't sure if he was ever going to come back after being quote-unquote canceled, but it looks like Fedmyster has come back to making content full-time again. That's right, it looks like he will start streaming regularly in the near future. He tweeted out on Wednesday saying, "A lot has changed in a year. See you tomorrow at 1 p.m. So Fedmyster has really come back to streaming. That's right, he actually streamed a documentary of what he's been doing on his break after he was canceled. And in this documentary, Fedmyster lets us in on how he was feeling after all this controversy. And he also shows clips of what seems to be his dog, but what's crazy about this is he shows that he has gotten himself ripped since being canceled. That's right, after he was canceled off of social media, it looks like he had a lot more time to just work out in the gym, and I guess he's really focused on fitness these last few months, and now he's changed his entire physique, and he looks completely jacked. Just watch this.
Slowly but surely, I started to see change. It was a powerful feeling. Day after day after day after day. Every day was a struggle, every day was pain. To finally understand that running away from pain only delays the inevitable. Growth. Pain is the high cost of growth. Sure, it was good to see my body looking better, but I started to actually feel better. I train my mind and body every day to endure anything and everything that's thrown its way. Well, mostly everything.
Fed also announced that his regular streams are going to be returning today on Friday. He's going to start streaming again, but there still are a lot of people upset with Fed because of what happened last year. Now, regardless of how some viewers feel about this, a lot of streamers are just happy to see that Fed is doing well. And one huge streamer known as Ludwig tweeted this out. He says, "I'm trying to get canceled so I can buy a dog and get ripped." And that's what's so crazy about the situation, is that Fed actually looks so much better than he did before he was canceled in the first place. Now, our next story for today also has to do with another well-known content creator that is coming back after being quote-unquote canceled. This guy's name is CallMeCarson. You guys know who Carson is. He is absolutely huge on YouTube, and a few months ago Carson was in a ton of controversy because people were saying that he was grooming underage fans, and there was a lot of articles made about this. Actually, Carson's former friends came out and they spoke out against him on this. Now, to clarify real quickly, there was only a 2-year age gap in this situation. Carson was 19 and the fan was 17, so there wasn't a huge age gap, but at the same time, people were still very upset with the power dynamic that Carson held over this fan, and many of Carson's friends were very upset with him for this situation. And since then, Carson has not posted anything on social media. He's made a couple of accidental posts on his social media accounts, but he hasn't meant to come back at all. Well, it turns out that Carson is really coming back very soon. He posted this tweet a few days ago. He says, "Give me a little bit longer," and this tweet completely blew up. You had so many people supporting Carson, saying they want to see him come back because they felt like he was unfairly canceled. They felt like the situation was not as bad as people made it out to be. There's also people saying that Carson has gotten help and he is better now, but there also are a lot of people that are upset with Carson still, and there are a lot of people that are speaking out against him. One person tweeted out saying, "Unfollow me if you believe that CallMeCarson has changed and if you plan on supporting him if and when he comes back." Another person tweeted out saying, "Why is everyone acting like nothing happened now that Carson is coming back?" And you had other people tweeting out saying that Carson's ex-friends called him out on the situation, so people should stop defending him. You also have people making jokes to Carson here. I mean, people were just all over the place on this situation. Now, while many people were calling Carson out over the situation again, one person came out here and they called out Carson for something completely different. Now, this is a graphics artist. This person's name is EmmaBrian, and they tweet out saying, "I suppose now is a good time to mention that while Carson is trending, that a year ago he used a bit of art that I made as his banner, then proceeded to never give me credit for it." So this tweet completely blew up, and this graphics artist shows that he posted this banner to Carson's Reddit, and Carson responded saying that he loves it and he was going to use it as his Twitter banner. Well, Carson did use it, but he did not fully credit the artist, and then the artist posted on his Reddit a few days later saying, "I posted the 8-ball god drawing about 6 days ago. Carson used it as his Twitter banner, and I've been attempting to ask him for credit, but every time I try, I think he never sees it. This is my last shot. I hope he sees it." And he was just trying to get credit for his artwork here, and for some reason, the moderators deleted his post on Carson's Reddit. Reddit. So people don't know if Carson was involved with taking down this guy's post on his Reddit, but people are now more upset with Carson because they feel like he should have fully credited the graphics artist when using that as his banner. And as of right now, there are two groups on social media that are just completely fighting over Carson coming back. Now, the next story for today's video comes from the up-and-coming YouTuber known as Radian. Now, this guy has a big channel, and he actually recently blew up. He made a lot of videos on Zoom where he was trolling people, and these videos went viral. I mean, they made millions of views every single video. But just a few days ago, Matt was completely banned off of YouTube. His entire YouTube account was terminated, and that is because he was hacked. And the hackers actually changed his channel into a crypto channel where they were trying to scam people, and YouTube ended up banning that channel. Matt tweeted out saying, "My channel got terminated and someone took access to my email and streamed it. It was one of the crypto hacks that just streams random stuff. I need a customer ticket link. I don't know what to do right now." So Matt was trying to get support from YouTube on this, and you can tell that this guy is in a really scary situation. It looks like he'll never be able to get his channel back unless he's able to get help from YouTube. And the next story for today comes from the YouTuber known as Daily Dose of Internet. Now, I'm sure many of you know who Daily Dose of Internet is. He's one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform, and recently a lot of fans have been calling for Daily Dose of Internet merch, and he came out with his own merch line, and he said here that he will be donating 100% of the profits to charity. So he made $8,300 in profits, and he decided to donate all of that money to charity to help end homelessness. Well, apparently, Daily Dose of Internet was getting backlash on one of his recent videos because people felt like he did not donate enough money to charity. You had a lot of people commenting saying that $8,300 is nothing to him and that he's much richer than that and that he can afford to donate more money. And people were just shaming him for donating so little money, according to them. I mean, it was actually kind of insane. Now, Daily Dose of Internet responded to this just yesterday on Twitter. He says, "This is 100% proof that people will find any reason to hate someone. My fans kept asking me to sell merch, so I sell merch where 100% of the profits go to helping the homeless." I then get comments like this, and he shows these comments of people getting upset with him for apparently donating too little money. Now, our next story for today comes from Twitch. So I'm sure for those of you guys that watch Twitch regularly, and for those of you who watch some of the top Twitch streamers, you might have realized that some of these large streamers have started to do gambling streams, okay? And what they'll do is they'll go on these gambling sites where they'll be playing casino games, whether it's card games or whatever else, and they'll just try to make as much money as possible off gambling. And you have a lot of small kids that are actually watching these streams thinking that they can make it big off of gambling, when in reality, these big streamers are actually getting paid to do these gambling streams. Not only are they getting paid to make these gambling streams, but they're also being reimbursed for all the money that they put into these gambling sites. So it's like a win-win situation for the streamer. And keep in mind that online gambling like this is actually illegal in a lot of different countries. So just yesterday, Twitch was banned in the entire country of Slovakia because one streamer was illegally playing poker on Twitch. The streamer CheckCloud tweeted out saying, "Breaking, Twitch was just blocked for the whole country of Slovakia because one streamer illegally played poker. Not kidding. Could you please settle this and block that one user that did this?" So it looks like one of the biggest ISPs in Slovakia has actually blocked the whole site of Twitch because this one streamer was illegally playing poker, and many of the top streamers are now calling for Twitch to just ban gambling on the site as a whole because they feel like this is going to have very negative repercussions on the platform in the future. The streamer known as Asmongold tweeted this out just a few hours ago. He says, "Twitch needs to ban gambling streams full stop. The amount of bullshit and pitfalls this is going to create in the next 6 months will fuck the website in so many ways we don't even realize it yet." Just looking at EU gambling laws, anyone could see that this will not end well. And our next story for today also has to do with Twitch. So if you don't know, about a month ago, Twitch was in a lot of controversy because there were certain streamers on Twitch that were pretty much trying to go through a loophole on Twitch's rules where they would set up a hot tub in their own living room or in their bedroom, and they would just stream there in their bikini or in their bra or whatever. And a lot of streamers and viewers felt like they were just straight up violating Twitch's terms of service, and they were taking away from other female streamers that were just trying to stream doing regular gaming content. Well, since that happened, advertisers got upset, and Twitch did actually end up making their own category for these streamers. And in this new category, these streamers make little to no ad revenue. So a lot of these streamers that were doing these hot tub streams have now actually gone on to do ASMR on Twitch. And this is not just any normal ASMR where you're trying to put someone to sleep. No, this is ASMR that is very suggestive, okay? And at times, it looks like these ASMR streams are even worse than the hot tub streams that people were so upset with these streamers about. It looks like they just found another loophole to make a lot of viewers and money on Twitch. So this completely blew up, and so many creators and viewers were just very upset with these streamers for doing these suggestive streams. The streamer known as Summit1G tweeted out saying, looks like the hot tub meta got too low on numbers without the just chatting section carrying it. Time to move on to ASMR. What a joke. And many female creators are upset with these ASMR streamers for taking away from female creators. One streamer known as Sweet Tales talked about this on her stream, and this went viral on Twitter. This has over 1 million views.
I'm always going to speak my mind, and this is the one thing. This is crazy to me. This is crazy to me. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. I know there's a lot of women that feel that way, but they're not going to say anything because God forbid anybody says anything, then we come off being sexist. Because, you know what, if it's not hurting you, then why do you care so much? Now I care because this is the platform I'm fucking on. And what you don't understand is when you open a door like that, those doors are going to keep opening. They should have, that hot tub meta that's happening, great. I'm so over it. Like, do what you want to do, even though I feel like there's other platforms for it, but that's fine. They got their own category, great. But when you allow that, you're opening the door up, right? They're literally bending over doggy style, sucking on a microphone and making this ear-licking noises and staring at the camera, making eye contact. In the ASMR category. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And hell yeah, I'm gonna talk about it, guys, because this is the one thing that I'm like, all right, I've had enough. Like, where are we gonna draw the fucking line, guys? Where are we gonna? This is a 13-plus-year-old fucking platform. And don't get me wrong, these girls are killing it. They're making great money. That's great. And I love women. If you want to do your own, if you want to have an OnlyFans, you want to be and these women are gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't think Twitch is the platform for that. It's not. It's not. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Like, what do we do? There's nothing that's going to happen. They're going to be like, then don't watch it. They're not hurting you. Don't complain. But as a partnered streamer on this platform, I feel like it's my responsibility to at least show that I don't think this is right. I don't.
So after both male and female creators were speaking out against these ASMR streamers, they ended up getting banned. That's right, multiple ASMR streamers were banned the other day, and two notable streamers that were banned was both IndieFox and Amaranth. But there also were other hot tub and ASMR streamers that were banned as well. Now, while many people are happy with Twitch's decision to ban them, people don't understand how these streamers are still on the platform. And what's so crazy about this is that IndieFox was banned for the 5th time, and Amaranth was banned for the 4th time. So they both were banned multiple times in the past, but for some reason, they are not indefinitely suspended. I mean, almost every other streamer that I've seen that have gotten a 5th ban has never been allowed to come on Twitch again. But for some reason, IndieFox was only banned for a few days. The same with Amaranth. It doesn't make any sense to people why they were banned so many times, but they're still allowed to stream on Twitch. And even the massive streamer XQC spoke out on this yesterday. Jake tweeted this out. He says XQC is pissed at the Twitch moderation because you now have streamers with ban histories and repeat offenses continue to break the rules and time after time receiving a 3-day or 24-hour ban with no escalation of the punishment. Do you really think the streamer Forsen could put a horse mask on with ass-hugging yoga pants and deep an ASMR mic 5 times and only get 3-day bans each time? He'd be permabanned after the 2nd attempt.
After I repeated the same offense 2 times, I thought I was gonna get perma'd. I had the word perma over my head for months for something I did like 8 months ago. And after 5 times, you get a 3-day? That makes no fucking sense at all. I'm so how do you not get mad as a Twitch partner seeing this? I don't.
No, even the streamer Alinity spoke out on these small Twitch bans from these streamers. She says, regarding sexual content on Twitch and why I don't think it will stop, the punishment on Twitch for sexual behavior is too little to deter streamers from pushing the line between their content and sexual behavior. As someone that had an accidental violation for sexual content, I can tell you that the amount of advertising you get from said suspension highly outweighs the lack of income from a 3-day ban. It's just a nice vacation, free promo during your break, and even more promo for when you are back. So even Alinea herself is saying that from her own experience of getting banned for a few days, she actually got more promotion off of that than if she wasn't banned. So it's like she is saying that this is actually good for them, and this is not a punishment at all because they're just getting more promotion off of this. And that's it for our video today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you later. Peace.